There's a member of our Discord who I'm guessing is in the YouTube comments as well. The name is Seize the Day. I said, hey, I just listened to this album for the first time. What do you think my favorite song is? Without saying anything. And then he said, oh, Daydreaming. So he literally guessed my favorite song right away. And what did he say? The Daydreaming solo just hits you in the feels. Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hello there.
And today we are doing another album review, and this one is of Band Maid. And I am wearing the shirt for this album. So I actually got a couple Band Maid shirts, and I'm just trying to see if anyone in public says anything. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I am a bit of a nerd. That's true, but I think it's pretty cool. The band is cool, so why not? Why not support them?
We love nerds here.
There you go.
At what are we called again? Music and Words Unite, right?
Music and Words Unite, the nerdiest name possible.
We love nerds.
Yeah. So anyway, well, yeah. So we are going to review this album, track by track. If you've seen our other Band Maid album review, it's pretty much the same format. This time we might try to include some more live clips instead of just the album songs. We'll probably do a mix of both. So Mark, this is our second album review for Band Maid. The last one we did was Unseen World. That was maybe like a month or so ago. Yeah, I'm excited for this one because Unseen World was, a really big surprise for me at least. I didn't know what to expect listening to the album, and I was really pleasantly surprised. I thought it was actually it's a legitimately great album of rock and metal and a mix of some pop thrown in there too. So, and different genres, and even had a little bit of prog elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, I'm assuming this is the first time that you're hearing this album, right?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay, me too. And so I've never heard World Domination in my life, and except for the last week or so, I've listened to it a few times, probably.
Same.
I think today was my fourth time or something like that when I listened to it.
Same.
So there we go, and we took extensive notes, and we're ready to talk about our thoughts. And by the way, we just want to say we really appreciate the support for our channel. Our channel's been growing over the last month. One of the big reasons is for the Band Maid community, so we wanted to give you a big shout out. And you've even been vocal in our Discord and commenting on the other videos and commenting in our other non-Band Maid Discord channels. So we really feel like embraced by the community. We appreciate that. So, and we love talking about music, all kinds of music. And it seems like some of you do too. So, all right, well, without further ado, Mark, let's talk about the album. Why don't we just start with the first track? The first track is called I Can't Live Without You. What I'm going to do, Mark, is play a clip, and then we'll talk about it, all right? This is a live clip, of course. The bass line is so good again. That's not a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, Misa, she's otherworldly.
Yeah.
Also, her bass is so big.
I know. It's awesome.
Is she small or is her bass just huge?
Somebody put in the comments.
Yeah, somebody will definitely know.
Yeah.
She plays it like an animal, so in a good way, obviously.
All right. So that's a clip from I Can't Live Without You. Obviously, we've just said we've heard the record 4 times in the last week. So that's why we're talking over a little bit, because this is not a reaction. We're just playing clips. If you've never heard this album, that's one of the reasons why we play the clips. And also because when we talk about it, hopefully it'll make sense. So Mark, why don't you go first on this one? What did you think of this song? What was your opinion?
I do like the main riff a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, signature Band Maid rockin', like, metal.
Yeah.
The vocals are good. It's a good start to the album. Definitely not my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
Do like it though. I don't think it's like, far and away like their best material. I think it's a solid like middle of the road type song. Um,
Okay. Okay.
I do like it though. That's not saying I don't like it, but it's a good start to the album. The solo is really good. I mean, that's, it's
Yeah.
like every song. Um, I don't really need to press on Psyche's vocals on every song because they're great on every song. So,
Right. Right.
um,
Right.
yeah, not really much more I can say about that. Um, but I'm just gonna say it. I think there's just better songs, but yeah,
Okay. I see.
good, solid though.
Okay. My take on it was, Mark, that I thought it has a really great, fun opening riff.
Hmm.
The chorus is very catchy. No surprise. Almost every Band Maid chorus is catchy.
Exactly.
And I thought the song was a really fun opening song. I agree with you. It's a song I liked, but spoiler, there are songs I like much better, especially later in the album. When we get to there, I'm actually really excited to talk about those. But for this one of the things that stood out to me was the bass playing in the bridge. And what I'm trying to do is find the bridge here in this, and because I want to kind of see what it looks like live. Let me see. Let's see. There's a solo you talk about. Yeah. Some really nice bass lines there right before this last chorus comes in. So want to give big shout out to Misa again. I guess we're just big fans of. Well, obviously we like the whole band, but I don't know. For some reason, Misa's work just stands out to me. Like every single song I hear. So just wanted to point that
Same,
out.
same.
All right, Mark. The next one is Play. So for this one, what's interesting is, Mark, let me just talk briefly about the CD I bought. So I did buy the CD for this album. I listened to it how I normally consume music, which is one, I'm actually really actively listening to music, which is in my basement. I have a really nice set of Sennheiser wired headphones, just made for music listening. You know what I mean? So that's typically how I listen to music. And I put it on, and I was like, it doesn't. I don't know. For some reason, the mastering of the record was really, really compressed, very high. And I like to listen to music pretty loud. So I had it loud in the headphones, and it was really hard to make out what was going on with the instruments. And I realized that, oh, this album is just mastered differently than a lot of the other music that I typically listen to. And I thought Unseen World was mastered pretty hot, but this album is like on another level of compression, I think, going on. So I said, okay, maybe this isn't the right environment or to listen to this album. So I listened to it in my car. I felt similar about it in the car too, at a loud volume. And then I listened to it at a lower volume, and I actually enjoyed it more. And I realized that maybe it's because of the way the mastering works, but I was able to hear the background vocals more. I was able to hear the instruments more at a lower volume. And so I actually enjoyed the album much more at a lower volume. And then, Mark, what I did was I went back and watched some of the live videos from songs from this album at a higher volume, and I really enjoyed these songs. And so Play was one that on the CD, I don't know, it didn't connect with me much, but when I watched the live video, I was like, oh wow, like it sounds much better. And so I don't know, maybe it's just me, Mark, but I had a bit of a hard time with the mastering on this album in particular. Mhm.
Now, when I listened to it through like streaming on Spotify on my computer, it wasn't too bad. But
Okay,
listening in my car, I mean, that's like they're not like pro speakers, I'm
sure,
just
sure,
going off of what like
right.
like what I'm hearing. Like, it didn't sound great. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like,
Hmm.
don't get me wrong, I like the songs on this album
Yeah, yeah,
a lot.
sure,
Like,
yeah,
there's some really good songs on here, but it just sounds like it's lacking like that polished sound to it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, like especially with Unseen World, like how good that sounded. Like you
yeah,
said, like
yeah, yeah,
um, yeah, I don't know, but it unfortunately takes a little bit away from the listening experience, but what I did is I just went and watched some of the live performances, and it was just instantly
Yeah,
better. So
the live performances sound way better. I
yeah,
don't think it has anything to do with the performances on the album because I can
no,
tell. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely
yeah.
not.
Listening to it at a lower volume, everything was performed great. I thought the songs were good. In fact, we're going to talk about the songs we like the most in a little bit.
Hmm.
But anyway, so enough about that. I just wanted to say, because we're trying to when we do album reviews, we try to be as honest as we can. Otherwise, it's like no point because it's just some people talking positive about every single thing. And as you notice on Unseen World, I don't think we said a critical word about anything about that album. To be honest with you, not a single song we said anything critical about. We didn't talk about the mastering of that album or anything really. But this one, it's not really the songs that are an issue, but it is more of the mastering. So
Yeah, definitely.
if you're wondering more about that, we won't do it in this video, but just Google the phrase "loudness wars," and that will kind of teach you about what's happening with this record. Because the loudness wars are something that started with mainly with Oasis on their very famous record that had Wonderwall on it, and after that, it's a style of mastering and compression that was used on that record. And then after that, everyone wanted to use it, and it just became a war about who can compress the music the most and make it the loudest, basically. And this just sounds like something that has taken that to the extreme, the mastering of this record. All right.
It's What's the Story, Morning Glory, Troy.
Yes,
Come on.
that's the one. I actually have that record, but I've never listened to it straight through. But I own it.
Really?
Yes, I want to do an
Hmm.
episode about it in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
It's
all
a really,
right.
really good album. Those
Yeah.
two guys are, pardon my French, kind of douchebags, but that's a great album.
Okay, fair enough. That'll be another episode. So
Yeah.
anyway, so you're getting the honest truth. That's why if we say we like something, we're being honest about it, right? So we're just letting you know.
And we really do like this album.
Yeah, it's
We're
very
just
good.
kind of flabbergasted at the engineering. That's all.
And this song "Play" is I can tell. I've never seen them live, honestly, but I can tell by watching this live video and hearing the song multiple times. This song has got to be really fun live, right? So let me play a clip.
Hmm.
This is a big. This is a big. I'm going to pause it for one second. This is obviously not the way the record comes in for this song. It's much more condensed. But I just wanted to play this because this is an awesome rendition, and the rhythm section of this band, Akane, I believe is how you pronounce her name, and Misa, really just every song, especially live, it just comes across. What an amazing rhythm section. So,
Don't forget about
yeah.
Miku too, the rhythm
Oh
guitarist.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, they're all good, but sometimes I'm trying to get different people to shine. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I got words for Miku later. Actually, is what I'm gonna say. I'm
Hmm.
saving a special moment for my thoughts about this particular song she sings on. I don't know.
Mm.
Whenever she sings, I really like it. Not that I
Me
don't like
too.
Psyche's vocals, but I don't know something about Miku's vocals. I really like. So anyway,
Hmm.
all right. So that's a clip from that. So Mark, what did you think about this song?
Um, this is a great song. I love I mean, the listeners are gonna get tired of me talking about Misa on every song, man, but her like driving bass on this song is just
Yeah.
so good. Um, this is a good. I feel like this is a good track to showcase Akane too. Um,
Yes, for sure.
like
Yeah.
she has great drums on every track, but she's got some really nice fills in this song that I really liked. Um, I mean the vocal harmonies are just always great.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
no shortage of those, honestly. I think this is like a good example of a band, like somebody trying to get into Band Maid. I would show them this track and be like, like listen to this. This is like kind of like the Band Maid sound. Um,
Funny enough, Mark. If I were to send somebody one song, it would be the first Band Maid song that I heard on Unseen World. That
which one?
warning.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
freaking love that song. That song is
That is a great
awesome.
song.
Yeah, I
Great song.
mean, like this is a good song too. But I'm saying for me, warning, like no, legitimately, warning is one where I get in the car with my daughter, and
Mm.
sometimes I just put warning on and like we just kind of rock out, me and her, right? That's just one. That's one I go back to a lot. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, so that was I
yeah,
think Warning was one of the ones that I put like towards the top. I think my favorite was did I say Black Hole was my favorite?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's definitely a great one too.
Black Hole, Manners, and I think
Manners, yeah, that's a great one too.
I think Nightingale maybe?
Ah, yeah, that's one of my favorites too. The
Yeah,
problem with that record is like so many so many of the songs are great.
I know, that's true.
Yeah,
It's very true.
like any day, like one day I'll like one song more than the other. But yeah, the Nightingale song is that's the one we did the acoustic reaction to.
Yeah, and that was awesome.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. Yeah, I really loved that. So, what I learned about this song, Mark, is that it was a. Hopefully, my research is correct. So, I know the Band Maid fans are going to correct me if it's wrong in the comments. So, but you know, I'm new, so I'm learning. It was originally released as a B side,
Hmm.
I guess to a single, but I'm not sure which single. Maybe Domination single. Somebody tell me in the comments.
Probably. I would that
Um,
that would make sense, yeah.
it was designed to be a festival anthem, and the lyrics celebrate the joy of playing music and being in the moment. And that is something I really appreciate, especially at a live concert, because a lot of times I find, you know, old man shakes his fist at the clouds. I find when I go to a concert, 90% of the people are not living in the moment, at least like lately, the last 5 years. What I mean by that is they're so obsessed with recording video clips or live streaming on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever is going
Mm.
on, that they're
Mm-hmm.
not actually appreciating what's happening, right?
Right.
So the idea of making a song designed for festivals and live performances, and it's about kind of appreciating music and living in the moment, is something I really appreciate. So just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
call that out.
I just want to say this song is also was originally an instrumental, which is what I read.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Okay.
And that really makes sense because the rhythm department goes kind of crazy on this track, so they were
Yeah.
like, um, no, but it really works with the vocals though, for sure. It would have been
Yep.
nice as an instrumental too, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. So what's cool about this album, Mark, is because we're going to keep talking about the next few songs, but for me, I'll just give you a spoiler for the audience and for you, Mark. As soon as this album gets to Spirit, okay, which is track 6,
Hmm.
the album really goes to another level for me personally. Like track 6 on, which I'm going to call side B of the album, although it's a little more than the side B, is even better than the first half of the record, and I liked pretty much every song on the first half of the
Hmm.
record. So I just wanted to say that. So I'm really excited to get to those songs too. But the next song, Mark, is One and Only, and from what I learned, and I'll let you go first. This is the earliest written track for the album. That's one thing I learned about it. Not much else. But Mark, what did you think about One and Only?
I liked it. I like this song kind of has like a dissonant guitar sound to it.
Okay.
Honestly, this track kind of sounds has like an we've said it before with this band. I kind of get like a 90s alternative vibe from this song. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a dissonant guitar. Um, maybe it's like the pre-chorus or like the bridge. I don't know. But maybe it's Psyche's vocals too. But I like this
Psyche.
song.
Yeah.
Um, it's good track. I think it's like a good like middle track, like kind of this is a track is kind of bridging two of the stronger tracks on the album, I think, for me.
Yep.
It's good. It's
Okay.
not my favorite, but it's a solid track either way. What do you think about it?
I thought it was a good song, and I really loved the chorus. And not that I
Yes.
don't like the other choruses, but this chorus really stands out. I said, for me, let me find my notes here. A beautiful chorus melody and the lyrics, and I love the background vocals. So let me Let me bring up the chorus real quick. Let's play a clip of this. We'll play it through the chorus. Too. So apparently this was, I think the lyrics are maybe written by Miku. I think, could be wrong on that, but I think that's true. And the chorus is talking about, I think this translation might be somewhat correct. It will turn out all right. You're everything. Oh, you're not the lonely one. I say, you are the only one, or maybe you aren't the only one. I don't know. I think it's just talking about, maybe someone who's going through something. Maybe someone who's going through depression, they feel alone, right? And it's just kind of like a message saying, look, we all go through hard times, we're all here. And I think that's a song that, somebody listens to this, maybe they feel comforted by that, right? Maybe they're going through a hard time, so I can see that. That's what I thought about the song, Mark, overall.
Okay.
The next song, Mark, is Domination, which is the lead single from what I understand.
For a good reason.
All right. Let's play the beginning of this real quick. See how it sounds live.
Look at all those maniacs.
I know.
Did you say peeing out the window, by the way?
I'll back it up.
Hold on one second.
Okay. This is peering out the window.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say. I think I saw that wrong.
Okay. That's funny.
All right, my bad.
So, let me just interpret this as if she was saying peeing out the window and see how it changes the context of the song.
I want to just say real quick, they have a very interesting lyric style, how they intertwine English and Japanese words, and then sometimes they'll have an entire verse of Japanese, and then sometimes they'll have an entire verse of English.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
That part's very catchy. All right, so this is a song I liked. I thought it was a very strong song. Chorus is great, a lot of fun. Obviously, live it looks amazing, right? Everyone's singing along with it. A very strong single. In fact, I heard it was inspired, from my research, inspired by Street Fighter 2, which I thought was pretty interesting because Street Fighter 2 is a great game. So
it is.
What did you think? What did you think, Mark?
I mean, Konami just goes off on this song, which is not saying that she doesn't on every song, but this one she's particularly is just like kind of going apeshit the whole track, which I love.
Right.
This song has like a kind of gritty sound to it, which I really like. Yeah, I mean, great single, awesome track, like one of the best, I think.
Okay.
Chorus is super catchy as usual. Yeah, great track.
Cool. The next one, Mark, is Fate, and this was co-written. by a gentleman named Kentaro Akutsu. And from what I learned recently from the Band Maid fans in the Discord, is that their first album or two, I'm not totally sure, was largely written by this person or maybe a few people. I'm not totally sure, but that originally that the Band Maid members didn't write the original album music,
Hmm.
and then over time they started writing more. And then World Domination was an album which was totally written by them, but this song in particular was co-written. Um, and I think we can probably corroborate that with the credits here.
Kentaro Okutsu.
Yep, then you can see it here, right? And I'm just curious, real quick. Why don't we do this? This is a trip down. This is an educational video for Mark and I here. We're going to learn, and I'm sure the folks in the comments will correct us. Oh, there it is. Inspired by Street Fighter 2. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we Band Maid, right? So if we click on this, right, then we see the early years and New Beginning, Band Maid, and Just Bring It, I believe, are largely, from what people were telling me, that largely written by other people. And I'm wondering if it's the same gentleman, actually. Let me see. See, Made in Japan. We haven't listened to this record yet. Akutsu. Is that the guy's name from the other one?
Yes, Kentaro Okutsu.
There you go. Um,
Yeah, and
and
Fukui, go if you go back
yes.
to that album, Fukui is
Yeah.
the engineer.
Ah.
Masahiko Fukui.
So yeah, okay, it's all making sense as far as the connections are all there. That's what we're saying. Yes, and this is their second album, New Beginnings, and yeah. So the Band Maid fans in the Discord did not steer me wrong. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and you can see when you click on this album how the writing credits are quite different. And yeah, it says music and arrangement, Band Maid. But this song in particular, Fate, was a co-written song. Okay, cool. So this song, Mark, I think this is you, actually. Why don't you go first on this one? Or do you want me to play a clip?
Okay. Yeah, play a clip and then I'll talk.
Okay.
Jog my memory a little bit because
Yeah.
a lot of tracks. Oh yeah. Lisa.
I remember this chorus being very strong too.
Yes, I have that written here.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Yeah, well, let me know what are your thoughts about this.
Oh yeah, no, this is a good track. I like the bluesy, almost nu metal sounding guitar in this song.
A little bit.
It reminded me of kind of like nu metal-y, but yeah, bluesy. I like the slow build up, and like the harmonic vocals on the song are great, really good. They really stand out on this one for some reason.
Definitely.
Yeah, the chorus is great. The pacing is great. Really solid, like upper middle tier song. Like this is one I could definitely see myself returning to for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, same. And one thing that jumped out at me besides everything you just said is the guitar solo in this one. And I just want to find where that's at because I just want to hear it real quick.
I don't have to say, every guitar solo is great.
Yes, but some are better than others. Some are, you know, some are good, some are great. But like everybody, you know, there's a scale, right? And this one stood out to me. I love that little line right around here. That's it. That's such really cool phrasing. You don't hear that very often. So I thought it was really cool, and yeah, liked it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got to say. All right, Mark. The next one is Spirit. This is when, as you can see, I've liked pretty much every song so far on the record. But when I
Mm-hmm.
heard this song, I
Mm.
said, "Oh, okay, we're taking it to another level, at least in my opinion." So that's why I saw it, and then I was like, "All right, let's see where the album goes from here." And I was like, "Wow, okay." It just keeps, it's great. So the pre-chorus I said was very '90s rock. So there's a theme on this album, Mark, of
Mm-hmm.
some '90s influence.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the message to the lyrics, and the chorus has a really beautiful melody. And the post chorus is also beautiful. So let me give you an example of that. I'm going to kind of skip actually to um, this part. The rhythm is great too. Anyway, love this song. Great song. One of my favorites so
Mm-hmm.
far on the record. What about you, Mark?
Pretty much exactly what you said.
Okay.
Her guitar tone specifically on this song is excellent.
Yeah.
Um, I love it. Like the pre-chorus riff kind
Mm-hmm.
of reminds me of like late 90s, early 2000s, like not like alt rock kind of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Love it though. This is probably so far, this and Domination are probably my two favorite tracks so far. So
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
The next one, Mark, is on you, I think, and it is "Rockin' Me." You want to?
Okay, is this the one with the clapping in the beginning? Can you play a clip want
This
to play a clip real quick?
this is the one with Miku singing.
Oh hell yeah. I know I have good notes for this one.
Mark, check out the walking bass line in the second verse. See if you can hear it. It's coming up. It's coming up. That's so good. Anyway, I could play the whole song. Anyway, so what did you think of this one, Mark? Yeah.
I mean, I think there's like a trend with when Miku sings on the tracks. They're always like one of my favorites on the albums.
They're always
Um,
bangers, yeah.
I mean, granted, that's only two albums so far, but
Yeah.
the song's super fun, super funky. I'm not like a big, super big music guy, but it sounds like during the verse that like Konami's playing like or not tremolos, arpeggios like in the background. I don't know if that's
in
true or
the
not.
first verse or both
Yeah, where
verses?
it's like the you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, let me see.
Go up, go further a little bit. This one right here. It's kind of hard to hear.
It's hard to hear. It sounds like strumming octaves, for at least to me, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I could see, yeah, that could be
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not like a big music theory guy, but
All right.
yeah.
Fair enough.
And it's hard to hear in the song too anyway, but the song's great. I love the pace of it. I love the chorus. I love the everything. This song's great. It's one of the great ones on the album, I think. Um,
Okay.
her vocals are always good. What did you think about this?
This is one of my favorites. That's why I said when Spirit came on, I was like, oh, I love this song. And then Rockin' Me came on, I'm like, oh, I love this song. Like, maybe it's even better. I don't know. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I'm seeing a trend here. Like, it's increasingly getting better for me, at least. And I really like this song. Everything about it. I pointed out the things I like, the walking bass line I mentioned. All right, Mark. The next one is Clang. I think this one is on me. I'm going to play a clip from it real quick. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an Arch Echo opening.
I know. All right, I'm going to play this over again. Maybe the best riff on the whole album. I don't even know if that's a maybe. I think it is the best riff on the album. And just a killer riff, killer lead playing throughout, tapping. I'm going to play it again. Yeah. I mean, Mark, this song, the riffs are great, the grooves are great. I thought the chorus was really good. Again, it's another song I really, really liked. We're gonna be here all night if I play like half or all of every song, so I'm trying not to try not to do that. But anyway, I just want to play some clips. But basically, this is a song I thought was really strong, and I just love the riffs in this song. What about you?
Yeah, I actually wrote here. I said the opening riff is phenomenal in my
Oh yeah,
notes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Yeah,
Like I said though, like the progressive elements kind of shine through here. That like opening is very progressive. Sounding at
yeah.
least. Yeah, I mean the drums are great. It's Konami just shredding again on this song.
Oh yeah.
I honestly think that this probably could have been a single if they released it.
Okay.
Kind of has the makes for it. It has like a really catchy harmonic chorus, which I like a lot. Yeah, I mean, this is a solid track. Like you said, like the second half of this album has like all bangers on it, basically.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's not. Yeah, we're not saying the first half doesn't, but for at least for us, like the second half took it up to another level. So, all right, Mark. The next one is "Turn Me On." I'll play a clip from this one. I think this is you.
yeah, want to play clip first?
Yeah. Well, Mark, that's a clip from Turn Me On. What do you think? What do you think of this song?
So, um, as well as music nerds, I mean, Troy is to an extent, but I'm also a video game nerd. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this song reminded me a lot of a series of video games, which is kind of outside of your realm, I think, and kind of outside of my realm too, because I don't usually play these kind of games. There is a racing game called Tokyo Extreme Racer that came out in the 90s.
Okay.
Um, so the songs, it was like the first game I ever saw this. Like, so when you're racing, you could pick between three different styles of songs. There was like electronic songs, there was like punky songs, and then there was like straight rock songs. And this song reminds me a lot of like the rock songs in that game. Um, super like hard, like really like there wasn't any vocals, but like music wise,
Oh,
I'm
I
saying
see. Okay.
like there's like a solo in there. There's just like it was like really like gritty, hard like rock that would go well with like when you're racing, like
Right.
great. Like given this is like from like the early 2000s too. They actually remade it recently. It's on Steam if anybody's interested in that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I love that game and this song is great and it just brought back good memories. So I might be biased giving this song like a higher score, but um Misa shines. I mean, how many times am I gonna say it on every track? Like she's just killing it. Great solo too. I
Yeah.
mean, what do you
Yeah.
want me to say here?
Yeah. I
Every
mean,
track.
you covered it all for me on this one, Mark. It's just, it's a really fun, catchy song. Great,
Hmm.
like a very old school metal riff,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
very
Right.
old school, which is good. It's not a bad thing. It can be a good thing, and I think it is a good thing in this example. So when I first heard the riff, I was like, "Oh man, it sounds like mid
Hmm.
'80s, like metal
Oh
kind of."
yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. I really liked it. It's a good one. Just like a fun song lyrically. It's not nothing crazy, but it's a nice fun song.
I think
Yeah.
why the reason this band is so successful is they don't take themselves super seriously. Um,
Right. Yeah.
they seem like they have a lot of fun with what they're doing, which is like a good recipe for success.
So
So
they're the opposite of Oasis, is what you're telling me,
yeah,
who seem to take
yeah,
themselves very seriously. Yeah.
yeah. The
So
Gallagher brothers.
yeah.
I don't know about those guys. I don't trust those guys.
Oh man. All right. Well, the next song, Mark, is "Carry On Living." I'm gonna play a clip from it. Great pre-chorus. And then a great chorus.
Big shocker.
So, all right. So, Mark, have you ever heard of a film called? I've took in my notes. March Comes In Like a Lion. Ever heard of that?
No.
All right,
Mm-mm.
let's look it up real quick because it's related to this song.
Okay.
What is this film? Ah, okay, it's a manga. So March Comes In Like a Lion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Apparently, this song is inspired by this film.
Okay.
So if you've seen this movie and you listen to the song, you'd be able to relate to these two things. I've never seen the movie, so I have no idea what's going on with the movie. But that's one thing I learned in the research is that it's inspired from this movie. So this song.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's also featured in an anime called, and I'm going to probably butcher the pronunciation, Quiz Tokiko-san. That's what the anime is called. So this song is featured in the anime as well from my research. So yeah, a song I thought it was a good song, a very strong song. What about you, Mark? Any thoughts?
I mean, how many times have I said that they're just great for like anime opening songs? I mean, it's just super vibrant and like rockin' and just This song, of course, is in one too, which is makes my point even more. Um,
Right.
I have written down here. This has like the classic Band Maid sound.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's just like great harmonies. This one actually like grew on me with repeated listens too. Not that I like didn't like it at first. I was kind of just like, oh yeah, this is like just whatever. But a couple more times and this track really grew on me. So yeah, really good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The next
Hmm.
song, Mark, is Spoiler. Maybe my favorite on the record. It's up there. It's up there. Top three. Top three. Um, and that's Daydreaming. And maybe I'm a sucker for like emotional sounding songs, probably. That's probably something
Hmm.
you've learned about me after
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this. I like ballads. I like I like all kinds of stuff like that. And I'll say this: the placement on the album is a nice placement, actually, because we're going from song after song where it's like almost in a good way, relentless energy, right?
Mm,
And then it kind of breaks into daydreaming, and then the song after that even breaks it down a little bit more. And I thought it
mm,
was a really nice, and then they bring it back up again at the end of the album. And that's something I really love about listening to albums straight through is it's like, in a way, it has ebbs and flows like a movie. You know what I mean?
hmm.
And so this is a really great placement and a really just a beautiful song.
I think
Yeah,
the flow of an album is like so pivotal to it being good, honestly, because
yeah.
I've listened to albums with like very weird track placings, and it just doesn't sound as good.
Exactly. Right. And so what I want to do, Mark, and then I'll turn it over to you. I'm going to play the chorus to this song and then the guitar solo, which to date is my favorite Band Maid guitar solo.
Well, this is one of your
Yeah.
favorites. Would you like to take this song first?
I'm not supposed to be taking this song first. I forgot. I
Yeah,
thought
but
I was. Okay. Sorry.
no, I think
Okay.
this is actually me.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Go ahead.
So you can definitely take this one
All
first
right.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me
Okay.
find the second chorus into the guitar solo.
なんだかとでも愛しくて動き出した二人の影が明けてく夜に溶けた It's baby one それでも加速してく想い I was still believe もっと感じたい Living this moment
Mm.
Whoa! Great.
Hmm.
And this is the coming into the last chorus.
So I daydream inside the night なんて I can do かすれた声で今夜だけはそばにいてよ Don't go I want daydream 消えないで We can never go back 離れないように今夜だけはそばにいてよ Feel my soul
All right, Mark. This is one of my favorites. I love everything about this song: the melodies, the music, the lyrics, the guitar solo is probably my favorite so far from Band Maid. So, Mark, what did you think about this song?
Like you said, it's just a nice change of pace after, you know, I mean, however many like just n- like nonstop adrenaline songs before it. It's great. I mean, if you've watched our channel before, you know I'm not the biggest ballad guy, but there are some ballads that I do love. Um, this and spoiler alert, the next track I also really like a lot.
Right.
Um, yeah, I mean that's this is a really nice track, honestly. Um, as far as ballads go, I didn't look too much into the vocals, even though I should, but or like the lyrics, I should say. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
this is a great track.
So there's a member of our Discord who I'm guessing is in the YouTube comments as well. The name is Seize the Day. And when I first listened to this album, on my very first listen, I put it in the Discord. Well, we didn't have many people in there at all. He was one of the first Discord members. So shout out to Seize the Day. I said, hey, I just listened to this album for the first time. What do you think my favorite song is? Without saying anything. And then he said, oh, Daydreaming. So he literally guessed my favorite song right away. And what did he say? He said his comment was, the Daydreaming solo just hits you in the feels. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then another Discord member, Mads, said, Daydreaming was Konami's favorite song for a while. She spent a lot of time getting that solo right. And I could tell. It's a really great solo, great song. So shout out to the folks in Discord, which you could be in if you want to join. It's totally free. So anyway, Mark, the next song is on you, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Anemone? How do you say it?
Anemone, I believe.
Anemone. All right, Mark. You want me to play a clip? You want to talk about it? What do you want
Yeah,
me to do?
play a clip first.
Okay.
Get people in the mood. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
'Anyway, Mark. Oh, listen to this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta wait till it kicks in, man.
Look at the drum pattern is great here.
Yeah, like trills.
Yeah. Yeah. What a way to. This song really. I'm gonna let you go first, but this song really builds. Like from the beginning, it's really slow, and then it just keeps building and building and building. So go ahead, Mark. What do you think about this song?
So you're not gonna believe me, but this is my favorite track on the album.
I actually am surprised because you're not typically a slower song ballad type of guy.
But as a guy from a progressive rock background that loves progressive music, I can't help but love a build up. So
there you go. Fair enough. Yeah.
And like the acoustic guitar in the beginning is just like so hypnotizing, and just the second I heard this song, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna love this song. I can already tell. It's like Daydreaming too, like the same kind of thing.
Yes. You know what the beginning reminded me of, Mark? A little bit. Oasis.
Yeah.
Speaking of Oasis, they're a theme of this episode for some reason. Yeah.
All right. We got to do What's the Story, Morning Glory soon.
Okay. Yeah. The beginning definitely reminded me a little bit of Oasis. Yeah.
I don't know. They sound like they're all like in sync really on this song to me.
Yeah.
Just the acoustic build up, and then like into that solo, and just like the harmonic vocals, and just Misa, of course. It's just like, I don't know. This song really hit with me the first time I listened to it, and then it just got better on subsequent listens. So
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Honestly, same opinion. It's a song I love. One of my favorites on the album as well. That's why I said the second half, man. It's like mostly all my favorites are on the second half.
Yeah.
And the vocal range. So we're hearing a low vocal range from Psyche on this song.
Yes.
So much so that I was like, is that her singing at first? I was like, maybe it's somebody else.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. And then I kind of looked up and was like, well, it is her. And then when you hear it more when it gets louder. But You know, she has a very interesting tone and timbre to her voice in her low range. It reminds me a little bit, and this is something you typically don't hear in much modern music or rock music. Do you know who T-Boz is from TLC?
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you listen to this song again, okay, and listen to that first verse when she's in a really low vocal range, you will hear a little bit of T-Boz. I'm not saying she's influenced by it, I'm saying just the way that the vocal sounds, which is really cool, actually, that she normally sings on a high register and then she can get this T-Boz kind of sound going. So, yeah, love it. Great song.
Yeah.
That's
Love it.
beautiful.
I hope some of you maniacs out there agree with me on this track because I feel like it's doesn't get as much love as the other tracks on this album. So
Yeah. The next one, Mark, is Alive or Dead. This is me. I'll go first. Let me play a clip from it. I'm gonna rewind it. This is one that sounds parts of it, not the whole song, but parts of it are very 90s alt rock and a little bit grunge. Like this opening part,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it reminded me of that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I missed that. You know, what I love about Band Maid is they kind of blend different decades of influences, right? Like that one song was like mid '80s metal, right? And this is
Well,
like a mid '90s sound or early '90s.
they have very eclectic tastes. Like I think Akane is a big Deep Purple fan, which is like kind of not random, but like pretty awesome, I think.
Yes.
And then they like Smashing Pumpkins, and then there's, a couple Japanese bands that I'm not familiar with on there. And
Yeah, Misa said that Smashing Pumpkins is one of her favorite bands. Speaking of
Mhm.
the man, right? I still have the solo. We did an album. We did an episode about this album, Mark, that nobody watched. So if you're curious about
Yeah.
that, go watch that episode.
Go watch it, you
Anyway.
maniacs. Go watch our album. Go watch our album reviews and our videos.
Anyway, I'm not blaming you guys. It was before we did any Band Maid episodes. I'm just pointing out this album is like criminally underrated. So, and it's Billy Corgan. This is basically the main writer of Smashing Pumpkins. So,
I like
anyway,
how you just have that handy right there.
I've had it sitting on this desk since we did that episode. It hasn't moved.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's why I just picked it up.
Nice.
And then I have this one sitting on the desk as well, since whatever this episode came from, some old ghost.
Oh,
episode.
Jesus.
So there you go. I got it all. I got this one, the cassette for Skeleton. I got it all sitting on my desk. Is what I'm saying.
The
All right.
cassette. You have a cassette for Skeleton.
I have bought 5 or 6 copies of Skeleton at this point. 4 for myself and 2 for other people.
Do you have a cassette player?
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. So, Band Maid fans, you can relate, is what I'm saying, probably. So, to the fandom. Let's talk about this song, though. So, Alive or Dead definitely has a 90s influence, at least at the beginning part. This part doesn't sound 90s. this part,
Just the intro.
yeah. All right. So, I thought this was like really punchy, funky, driven, 90s style grooves. The chorus is a bit 90s style, a little bit. The verse and the pre-chorus are not, but it's a nice blend of styles there. It's another song I liked. What did you think, Mark?
Yeah, I liked it. Kind coming down off the high of like the last couple tracks though, it kind of
Yeah.
just was like I was just like I couldn't really focus it on it as much. Now I'm not gonna say it's my least favorite track on the album, but it's definitely one that I probably didn't give as enough time when I listened to this album.
Yes.
But the things I did take from it were like it's a nice hard rocking song. It's got good energy. Um, I almost feel like Psyche's vocals sound a bit subdued on this track. I don't know why, but they're probably not. That's just what I take from it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think it's just another straightforward like rock song, like rock and heavy metal song.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
it's a good one.
yeah.
The next one, Mark, is Dice. I'll play a clip from it. All right, Mark. What did you think about this one?
Ah man, this is another one of my favorites on the album.
Me too. Yep.
Yeah, this song fucking kicks ass right from the get go. This is another song that reminds me of Tokyo Extreme Racer. It's just like
Okay.
I just want to fucking drive and listen to this song, man. It's just like I also want to like run into trash cans and shit while I'm driving.
That's so funny. That's funny. I want to
just
play
like-
that game now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should, man. The
Yeah,
music, you'll hear it, you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I just it's such a great song to end on because like the energy here is just so good, and it's just like the album goes out with a bang with this song.
Right.
I just like first time I heard the song, I was just like, the song's fucking awesome.
There is one more song that's a cover. I don't know if you heard that song enough, but
It's on Spotify. I didn't really listen to it though because it's not technically on like the release.
oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. All right. we
It's
don't
like
have to
it's
do
like a
that.
bonus track, but I can give it a listen and we can do it though.
Okay. Well, why don't we just talk about the release? That's fine because I think this is the perfect ending to the album. Honestly,
Yeah, agreed.
the cover is cool. I think it's a cool cover. It's well done, but I kind of, in my mind, the album ends here for me. So, and I thought, Mark, this song is killer. You know, the first thing it reminded me of a little bit at the beginning, in a good way, in a very good way, is this song. Let's see.
You Could Be Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Well, look at the bit. Oh my God, this song is so good. Anyway, so it reminded me a little. So as soon as it came on, I'm like, oh my God, it's like they're going full Guns N' Roses on this. All right, this song's gonna be awesome. And then the song doesn't sound like Guns N' Roses, but the intro sounds a little bit like that. But the song is awesome, like front to back. It's a great song. It's one of my favorites. You know?
All right, Troy,
Yeah.
do me a favor real quick before you stop.
Yes. Yeah.
Put on a song from the Tokyo Extreme Racer game for me and tell me if you think it sounds like Band Maid.
Okay.
So the song is called Ice Machine Gun.
All right.
Go to the second one. That one, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Tell me.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let it play for a couple, like,
Yeah.
little bit. Obviously not as tight as Band Maid, so
Right,
don't. Obviously, Band Maid is way more talented because
Right.
it's probably made on a computer. But just talking about the whole vibe of the song that I get.
I can hear it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Well, Dice. Let's hear the clip again. And then the bass line with the drums.
I love the bass line too. let's come back here, wake up to my call. I let the moon stage like I do you right. まだらなか心でバイバイ。Call me, call me, call me, call me。約束できないけど、きっとないよりは enjoy time。何でもっていかないけど、できる限り try my best。May I take you out there?
All right, Mark. Any last thoughts about this one? Because I just think this is from front to back a killer song. I mean,
No,
the
yeah,
riff-
it's one of the best. Definitely one of the best.
The riffs, the drumming, the bass playing, the Miku's rhythm playing. Right, that's the riffs part. Everything. It's great. It's one of the highlights of the album. It's up there, right, for me. Top tier.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is it better than the other album than Unseen World? I don't know. I don't think there's been enough time for me to compare them yet.
Yeah, I would say that's true. For me, Unseen World is still my favorite so far, but I have listened to it more for sure. What's missing on this album compared to Unseen World is a little more of the proggy elements. So in Unseen World, you had some odd time signatures. You had definitely non-standard time signatures. Like we talked about 6/8 multiple times. There's some other time signatures we talked about that, especially in the things like the pre-choruses. And I think maybe on this album, it's much more straightforward, which is fine. The songs are really good. But one thing I really loved about Unseen World was mixing in a little bit more of the prog elements on top of the metal and the rock and the pop and everything. So,
Right.
but overall, I thought it was a really strong album. As we mentioned again, the mastering hinders it on the album version, but that doesn't mean the songs aren't good. The songs are good, and the live versions are amazing. So, maybe one day we get a remaster. Is what I'm trying to say. I know that would be nice. So anyway, Mark. Well, that wraps up this episode for the most part. Thanks again if you're still watching. It's been a long one, but we try to take our time with it. As you see, we try to take notes, we try to take it seriously, and we try to give our honest opinions. And we just love talking about music. So if you love talking about music, please comment. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are your favorite songs from this album? What do you think about the album as a whole? Do you see what we're saying about the mastering or not? You don't have to agree with this, by the way. It's totally fine. That's just our opinion. So let's hear you in the comments. We love hearing from. We love learning from you. I've learned a lot about this band through the comments, and especially through our Discord. There's going to be a free Discord link if you want to come and chat about Band Maid or any other type of music. There's channels in our Discord about every different genres of music and decades of music, and you'll see people just talking about, posting albums they love or songs they love and stuff like that. And we also have a request channel as well. So that is the best way. If you do have any requests for us, to most likely get it played, is the request channel in Discord. Not that you have to be there. We do look at the YouTube comments, by the way. So anyway, Mark, thanks again for a really fun episode. I really enjoyed this one. Looking forward to the next one. Which one should we do next, Band Maids fans? Put it in the comments, or better yet, put it in the Discord request channel. All right, so and if you like this episode, please give it a like if you would be so kind. We do release at least a few episodes a week. So if you like Band Maid content and other content, variety content, feel free to give us a subscribe. We'd appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, and just give us a like, comment, subscribe, and it really helps out the channel a lot.
Yeah, that's all we got to say.
And we'll see you Maniacs in the next video.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark. Well, until next time.
See you guys.
See you later.